Welcome viewers, in this video we will see the data types available in the C language. Subscribe the channel for more videos and notifications. Soft copy of this material available in the drive. The link is given in the description box. Now we'll go to the topic, data types in the C language. C language is rich in its data type. There are variety of data types are available. ANSI C support 3 classes of data types. The ANSI C, that there are 3 type of category of data types are available. First one is the primary or fundamental data type. Second one is derived data type, that is arrays, pointer, structures and unions. Third one is the user defined data types, that is type, def and enumerator. Right? The first one is the primary or fundamental. There are n number of data types available. Second is the derived. Third one is the user defined. The second one, derived data types, is the array, pointer, structure and union. These are all separate topics available in separate videos also. In this video, we will discuss primary or fundamental data type, first one, and the third one, user defined data type, type, def and enumerator. First, we will see the primary or fundamental data type. So the primary or fundamental, it is classified into 5 types. First one is the integer, whole number. Then character, alphabets A to Z or a number is treated as a character. Floating point means decimals are available. Double precision floating point, the range is increased. Floating point, double precision means the writing will be, the ranging will be increased. Fifth one is the void, right? So primarily we have 3 types. One is character, another one is number. In that number, it may be integer or floating point. This double means the range is increased. In that floating, the range is increased. Now we'll see the range of all these characters. The character, it is ranges from -128 to +127. Integer mean we can represent -32,768 to 32,767. In this range, if you want to represent the data, we can declare as integer. If you want to declare more than that, means the another type is available. We will see later in detail. This is the very basic 4 data types. Floating point means 3.4 e to the power -38 to 3.4 e to the power +38. In this range, if we want to declare the data, we can declare as floating. If you want to increase, means double. 1.7 e to the power -308 to 1.7 e to the power +308. In this range, if you want to use the data, we can declare as double, right? So first is the character, remaining 3 as numbers, in that integer, whole number, then decimal number, in that 2 types, float and double. Some more details are available, the ranges are available, we'll see later, right? Now we'll see the further classification of the data types. What are the further classifications are available, right? Integer, it is classified into signed integer, unsigned integer. Unsigned means we are not bothered about the sign, either positive sign or negative sign. Signed means the sign is also taken into account. It will indicate whether the given number is positive or negative. For that also the memory location is allotted. Here memory location is not allotted for the sign. It will not bother about the sign. In that signed integer, again 3 types are available. Integer, short integer, long integer. So the range will be increases. Short integer is the minimum. Next one is the integer. Another one is the long. So keep on, the size increases. Short integer, integer, long integer. By that the size will increase. Unsigned type mean again 3 types. Unsigned integer, unsigned short integer, unsigned long integer. Here we are not bothering about the sign. Again 3 types, short integer, integer, long integer. Then character also classified into 3 types. Character, normal character, signed character, unsigned character. Here we are taken into account of the sign. Here sign is not taken into account, right? The floating point is classified into 3. The ranges keep on increases. We already discussed the range of the float and double. If you want to increase further more means it is long double, right? We'll see the range in the let's see the later. We'll see what are the ranges, right? So the floating point means we have float, double, long double. Integer means short integer, integer, long integer, right? The last one is a void. The void type has no values. The void indicates no value. This is usually used to specify the type of the function. Void means it is a function with no return value. If the return value is there, means it is indicated either by integer or float or double, right? Float means it will return the float value. Void means the function does not return any value. So it is used to specify the return type of the function. Now we'll see the range of this type of integer or float. There are n number of types available. Further more types available. We'll see the range of this. Now we'll see the range, size and range of the data types. This is the type of data, size in bits, the range. First one, character or signed character. This is the 8-bit data. 8-bit means 2 to the power 8. So it ranges 256. So while it is a signed one, so it is divided, it is split into positive and negative. 2 to the power 8, 256 is there. 256 split into 2, minus 128 to plus 127. So we can store the range in this. Normally the character is specified by the ASCII, American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Each alphabet, character, special characters are given by the number. That number is stored in the memory cell. For that, this is the range, right? So unsigned character, we are no need to bother about the sign. Same thing, 8-bit character is a 8-bit data type. So the entire 8-bit, that is 2 to the power 8, 256, 0 to 255, we can store. See this here, only minus 128 to plus 127, negative is available. But here we are not bothered about the sign, so that entire 0 to 255, the range is increased because we are not bothered about the sign, right? So the 256 up to 256 we can store if you are not bothered about the sign, if it is unsigned character. So for unsigned mean the range will be more, we can store more range of data. Signed mean it is split into half. Half is used to represent negative, another half is used to represent positive. Then integer or signed integer is 16-bit data, 2 to the power 16. It is about 6536, right? But that is divided into 2, minus 32,768 to plus 32,767, right? This is 655, 6,500 is split into 2 for negative as well as positive. If it is unsigned integer, that also 16-bit data, 2 to the power 16, totally 0 to 6,500 and 65,535 data can be stored. With this range we can store the data. If it is unsigned, signed means split into positive and negative. Then short integer or short signed integer. Signed short integer means it is 8-bit data. Is like this. So again 2 to the power 8, 256. So it is signed, so that minus 128 to plus 127. In this range we can store. If it is unsigned short integer means this 8-bit data is 2 to the power 8, 256. So 0 to 255 we can store it, right? So while going for signed or unsigned, the range is increased. Unsigned means range is increased. Signed means the range is splitted for negative and positive, right? Now we'll go to the long integer or signed long integer, that is 32. This one is integer, short means 8, normal integer means 16, long integer means 32, right? This range of data we can store. In case of the crores, in lakhs and crores, the range is available. If it is unsigned long integer, the same thing, 32-bit data, that also 32-bit data. So full data, this around 4, this range of data we can store, right? So far we discussed character and integer. This is floating available. Float, double, long double. See the ranges keep on increases. 32-bit data, 64-bit data, this is 8-bit data. So 2 to the power 32, the data available is split into 2 because of signed. 3.4 e to the power minus 38 to 3.4 e to the power plus 38. In this range we can store. This is a floating mean it is a decimal points are available. Then double 64-bit data, 2 to the power 64. So 1.7 e to the power 308 to 1.7 e to the power plus 308. This range of data can be stored if it is double. Long double means 2 to the power 18, 8-bit data, 80-bit data, 80. 3.4 e to the power minus 4932 to 1.1 e to the power plus 4932. This range of data can be stored. So we discussed the range of data, the size, bit size, type of the data, bit size and range of the data. We are clearly that signed means the range is splitted for positive and negative. Unsigned means the total range is used to store the data in a positive manner. No need to bother about the sign. Now we'll go to the third type, user defined type data. That is type, def and enumerator. So this user defined data is a declaration. How to declare that? We'll see the declaration also. The C support a feature known as type definition that allows the user to define the identifier that would be represent the existing data type. So derived data. Derived data means user defined. User defined data means the users are allowed to define the data from the existing data. That's why it is called a user defined data, right? So the first one is the type def. Type def, type identifier. This is the available data, already existing data. This is the derived data. Example, type def integer units. So units are declared as integer type. Similarly, type def float marks. So the marks are declared as float. From that mark we can go for user defined data type. We'll see the example. Here unit symbolizes integer and mark symbolizes float. They can be later used to declare the variable as follows. How it is? Units batch 1, batch 2. What is the meaning for that? Batch 1 and batch 2 is declared as unit. What is the unit? Unit is declared as integer by the type def. So the meaning is batch 1 and batch 2 is coming under unit. Unit is nothing but integer, right? So that it is clear, batch 1 and batch 2 coming under unit, unit coming under integer. That is defined by the user type def. Similarly, mark, name of 50, name of 2, right? So these two marks are coming under mark. That mark is nothing but float. So it is coming under the floating point. This is called a user defined type. Similarly, another user defined data type is available, is called a enumerator. So another user defined data type is enumerated data type. The syntax is enum identifier value 1, value 2, value 3. We can give the values here. After this definition, we can declare the variable to be of this new data type. That is enum identifier v1, v2, vn. What is the meaning? This value 1 is nothing but v1. Value 2 is v2. Value 1 is vn. That is the meaning, right? So first we are declaring here the values. That values are stored in this variables, right? That is given. The enumerated variables v1, v2, vn can only have the one of the values, value 1, value 2 or value n. The assignment of the following data are valid. Value 3 is v1, value 1 is v2, any value, right? Here a set of values are available, here set of variables are available. Any one variable can be stored, but other than this value cannot be stored. So this is coming under the enumerator. So in this video we discuss about the data types. What are the data types available in the C language? So primary data type we discuss, integer, character, float. Then derived data types, that is the array, structure, pointer, that is available in separate video. Then user defined data type, type, def and enumerator. Subscribe the channel for more videos and notifications. Soft copy of this material available in the drive. The link is given in the description box. Thank you for listening.